My dear, in this recording, I'm delighted to tell you about the pink full moon in Scorpio happening on April 23rd, 2024. I'm incredibly excited that we can share this extraordinary journey through space and into our inner selves together. Most of us start feeling the full moon's energy at least 2 to 3 days before its actual arrival, and similarly after it, but if you have a sensitive soul, you might feel this fulfillment, this completion even a few days earlier. So, be prepared for this wonderful surge of emotions, for a deeper understanding of yourself and the world, for illuminating your path. During the 4 or 5 days before and after the full moon, you might experience breakthroughs, discover new ideas, and manifest your deepest desires. Did you know that a full moon in Scorpio can lead to the discovery of hidden talents and passions? It's the perfect moment to immerse yourself in your interests and utilize internal resources to achieve your goals. Be bold and open to new possibilities that may arise during this magical period. What do you think about moon cycles? Aren't they fascinating? There's always something magical happening around us, providing us with ample opportunities for growth and transformation. Remember that each moon cycle lasts from 27 to 28 days, so we have plenty of time to accomplish something. There are many ways to harness the energy of the full moon to improve your life. You can start practicing meditation to calm the mind and connect with your intuition. Or it could be a time to take on new challenges and pursue your dreams. Remember, the sky's the limit when you have the courage to dream. When it comes to relationships, the full moon in Scorpio brings the energy of deep connections, emotional richness, and spiritual development. Be open to new possibilities in your relationships, both with others and with yourself. Who knows? It might be a time when you discover entirely new aspects of closeness with other people and with your own soul. This full moon can also be an excellent opportunity for repairing relationships and building bonds with loved ones. Remember that communication and expressing feelings are key to building healthy and harmonious relationships. Give yourself and your loved ones a chance for a fresh start and deeper connection. Be ready for what this full moon will bring, whether it's bursts of energy in your life or quiet moments of reflection and introspection. Every moment is precious. Every moment is an opportunity for growth and development. It's amazing how everything on Earth is connected to duality. Notice, there's always a pair, always two sides of the coin. Now, as we celebrate the full moon in Scorpio, the sun shines in Taurus. It's like a dance of two powerful forces, Taurus and Scorpio. The energy is intensely profound. It's worth staying alert to the waves of emotions because the full moon amplifies them. It's like a wave rolling in, but remember, we can control it. But don't be surprised if along with this surge of emotions, you discover new ideas and inspirations. The full moon in Scorpio is a perfect time to immerse yourself in creativity and artistic expression. You'll feel how the energy of this period stimulates your imagination and triggers your creative juices. Befriend your notebook or canvas, and let your soul express itself in all its glory. Similarly, as we cleanse ourselves of excess emotions, we're ready for a fresh start. It's a time to express what's hidden, to release the emotions that overwhelm us. During the full moon, especially now, when Scorpio takes control, we have the chance for deep introspection and self-work. It's the perfect moment to explore our shadows, those fragments of our soul that we often overlook. Additionally, it's also a time for clearing your living space. Take advantage of this full moon to contemplate which areas of your life require attention and renewal. Tidy up your home, remove unnecessary items, and create space for new energy and possibilities. Combine this practice with meditation to enhance peace and mental clarity. It's a process of integration that leads us towards greater authenticity and wholeness. Remember that you're surrounded by extraordinary energy that guides you towards positive transformations. Be open to what this full moon brings. Allow yourself a bit of magic and discovery. My dear, sometimes life presents us with challenges and barriers that seem insurmountable. However, with this full moon, you have the opportunity to uncover those barriers and unleash your potential. It's about overcoming the obstacles that hold you back from realizing the fullness of your life, whether in relationships, finances, or experiences with money. Now is the time to deal with them. This full moon not only illuminates the path to resolving these blockages but also adds energy and determination to act. It's the perfect moment to focus on your goals and take concrete steps towards their realization. Give yourself the chance for transformation and growth, which will bring you even greater happiness and fulfillment. Remember that you are capable of great things. What may seem impossible can become possible when you dare to face those barriers and overcome them. Let this full moon be your ally in this journey towards transformation. As for Mars, which co-rules with Pluto for Scorpio, remember that physical strength and perseverance also have their place in the transformation process. Let the energy of Mars give you the courage to take on physical challenges that can lead to deep transformation both in body and mind. Use this time to start a new workout routine or push your physical limits in a safe manner. Now let's delve into another layer of experiencing this full moon with the square of Pluto. Pluto is in a T-square configuration, where it's 90 degrees away from the moon, 90 degrees away from the sun, exerting significant pressure. Pluto rules over Scorpio. Pluto is the essence of transformation, of birth, death, and rebirth, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. So, there's an element of regeneration or renewal here that may arise from conflict. This T-square between the needs of others, your emotional needs, yourself, your financial well-being, your material life, your emotional life, your physicality, all of it comes to the surface through this T-square. It increases the likelihood of drama, of pressure. But I want to emphasize, and I will continue to emphasize, that we don't always have to fear pressure or stress because pressure and stress are part of life. Our bodies and bones become stronger through muscle resistance, and that's a metaphor for life. The trials we go through, the resistance we face, actually build and strengthen us. So, it can be very constructive and strengthening in a conflicting way, but it can lead to breakthroughs. That's what a square can do. However, it's worth noting that every conflict carries the potential for development and discovering new possibilities. It's precisely in moments of tension and challenge that we can see our strength and flexibility, our ability to transcend boundaries. Remember, dear, that the stars not only bring challenges but also inspire us to grow and self-discover. And here we have a double square. So, pay attention to that. When you see tension, conflict, challenge, and you rise above it, you can break through to the next level of experience. My dear, the days leading up to April 28th, especially as we approach April 23rd, when we celebrate the full moon, will be an extraordinary time, filled with magical energies. This period is not just about the full moon but also about Scorpio and an additional square of Pluto. It's a time that makes our hearts beat stronger, our thoughts brim with hope and possibilities. It's also a time when Mercury changes direction. Yes, on April 25th, after several days of retrograde motion, Mercury begins to change direction. But what does it mean for you? Well, this remarkable celestial alignment is not just an observation from afar. It's also an invitation to reflect on yourself, your goals, and your relationships. The full moon in Scorpio highlights deep emotions and intuition. It's a perfect time to delve into your emotional spaces and understand what truly lights you up. Pluto's square adds intensity to this, prompting a re-evaluation of important aspects of life. We often forget that this moment when Mercury changes direction is precisely the moment when everything may seem a bit chaotic. It's also a moment of change, a moment that brings new possibilities, new perspectives. I always like to liken it to driving a car. When Mercury goes straight, it's like driving on a straight road, at speed, flowing with the stream of life. But when it changes direction, it's a bit like a turn where the road isn't visible, so you have to be careful, watch every move, but at the same time, you feel that extraordinary adrenaline rush because you know that something new and exciting lies ahead. My dear, when you look back, surely you wonder how many times you've had to execute a U-turn on this journey called life. It's precisely when Mercury starts running backward that we feel this inevitable period of confusion. Heading towards the turnaround, we always find ourselves in the farthest lane, trying to reach the point where we can reverse the course of events. In this life choreography, when you're sitting in the middle lane, feeling the pulsating flow of traffic, you're waiting for that moment when you can attempt to change direction. But when everything finally becomes clear, oh my, that feeling is truly dangerous. You try to slip between soaring vehicles, trying to maintain the right course, but at the same time, you need to speed up to avoid rear-end collisions and continue the journey. But you know, every retrograding Mercury also harbors incredible opportunities to discover hidden truths and deeper understanding of yourself. It's a time when you can reassess your goals and decisions, opening up to new perspectives and opportunities. All the energy and determination you experience during this time are incredibly strong. But as April progresses and May approaches, everything begins to clear up. The emotions and turmoil that accompanied the retrograde motion gradually dissipate, and you gain more clarity. Finally, you'll start reaping the benefits of the breakthroughs that these difficult times have brought you. My dear, you are wonderful, and this full moon is just another opportunity for you to shine even brighter. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next videos. Comment below if you feel the full moon's energy, and if you have any questions about astrology, I'd be happy to answer them. With optimism and positive energy. With all my heart, yours Airy.